Hello, and welcome to Mr. Clicks Flicks. I'm your host, as always, Mr. Clicks, working every day to bring you the best HeroClix channel available on YouTube. In today's HeroClix video, we're going to go ahead and do a figure review of the two figures you get in the Mighty Scenario Pack, Ironman and Split Lip. So up first, we're going to go ahead and look at Ironman. These are both considered common figures. They're number 300 and 301 in the set. As in all my figure review videos, these figures are going to get ratings, but they're only going to get one rating for constructed, since you're not going to get these guys for sealed, rating 1 to 5. So up first, we're going to go ahead and look at Iron Man. He is number 300 in the Fear Itself set. He's considered a common. And let's go ahead and take a look at his keywords. They are Armor, Asgardian, Scientist, Stark Industries, and the Mighty. So for me, noticeably missing from his keywords is Avengers. I'm not sure why he doesn't have the Avengers keywords. I didn't read the event, so maybe somebody can post a comment and let me know why he might not have the Avengers keyword. He's 250 points. So let's go ahead and look at his opening dial. He has a 12 movement with running shot, 11 attack with Psychic Blast, 17 defense with a special, 4 damage with Outwit, 7 range with 2 targets. He has the flight ability, indomitability, and a trait. So he's got a lot going on there. Overall, some pretty good abilities, decent stats. I wish for as many points as he is that he had at least an 18 defense. But it ends up being pretty good, so we'll go ahead and take a look at it. His trait is called Hammer Hunter. When Iron Man hits a character with a relic or resource assigned to them, they can't use that relic or resource until Iron Man takes damage from an attack. So again, we have another basically anti-resource, anti-relic Iron Man. Now I like the one from 10th Anniversary better for that, but this one has, a little bit of that flavor to it. And the special on Iron Man's defense is called Mighty Armor. It says Iron Man can use Impervious, but reduces the damage to 0 on a result of 4 through 6. When Iron Man is targeted by penetrating Psychic Blast, damage dealt to him is not penetrating damage. This power cannot be countered. So wow, he has souped up Impervious, where he has a 50-50 shot at making it. And then if somebody says, oh, well, I'm just going to penetrate it with Psychic Blast, nope, no luck. Sorry about it. So let's go ahead with my talking points here. We talked about the opening dial. Length of the dial, I think, what is it, 9 clicks or something like that? 8, 9. 9 clicks long. He has a revert click on click 5, like all the Mighty figures. And it's actually a decent click to stop on, too. A lot of times I get mad about those stop clicks because they're normally not that great anyway. The stats or the powers that he gets that aren't on the opening dial. He ends up with hypersonic speed, charge, pulse wave, quake, steel energy, regular impervious, invulnerability, toughness, and perplex, and then that revert power. I really like this guy. I wish he was less points, but he has a lot going on. I would say my favorite click for him would either be click number 1 with that just really rude defensive power that's going to be difficult to get around, or click number 3, hypersonic speed, pulse wave, 2 of the most powerful powers in the game, at least in my opinion. Impervious, even though his stats aren't that high, it's a 17, still impervious, and a 4 damage perplex. So those are the 2 that I like the most about him. For constructed, you're really going to need to keep them top dial. and he's going to get out-actioned a lot, even though he has the ability to do something twice. He's still vulnerable to outwit on anything except for his defense. So be prepared to lose that Psychic Blast or outwit a lot. So I would probably rate him at, if you're just playing a fun game, I'd rate him 3 out of 5. But if you're playing like in a competitive environment, I'd rate him a 2 out of 5. He's okay, but not great. Maybe somebody out there that's smarter than me can come up with something to use him for. But I'm just going to give him a 2 out of 5. The next figure we're going to go ahead and take a look at is Split Lip. He is number... Let's get Ironman out of here. He's number 301 in the Fear Itself set. He is considered a common, and he's also unique. He comes in at 20 points, so he's really cheap. He has 3 keywords. They are Armor, Asgardian, and Stark Industries. His opening dial is a 7 movement, 9 attack with a special, 16 defense with toughness, and 1 damage with enhancement. The special on his attack is called I'll Forge You a Weapon, You. Then they have some runes there. It says, friendly characters can use free actions instead of power actions to make a relic roll and modify their roll by +1 if not already modified by this effect. So to me that's really good, because I'm always hesitant to put relics on teams because it's a power action, so basically you're wasting a whole action to try to pick this up. Whereas he says, and it doesn't say anything about line of sight or range or anything, so he doesn't have to be adjacent to anybody. It just, anybody on the board can pick it up with a free action and get +1 of their rolls. So I really like that, especially for 20 points. If you were on a team that needed a relic roll, you put Split Lip on there, and then a 21-point Thule Society Priest, you're getting +2. So really, anything other than a 1 on your relic roll, you're going to be able to pick it up. So that's going to be pretty good. And then, he's, what is he? He's only 3 clicks long, but he has that attack power on every click, and he's not somebody you're really going to do too much with anyway. You're just going to keep him hanging around in the back. The powers that he has on his opening dial are the only powers he gets. Favorite click number, probably his first click, or really they're all, they all do the main point of the character, which is to make it so that you get free actions and +1 for your relic rolls. For constructed, I would say that if you're running a relic-based force, he's a 5 out of 5 for 20 points to make it so that you can pick up a relic with a free action. Of course, unless it's Book of the Skulls, then you just get to automatically pick them up anyway. But if it was something else, like Octopus Arms or something, he'd be really helpful. So 5 out of 5. But on a normal team, if you weren't using a relic, he's a 1. What are you going to do with him? He's only 3 clicks long. It's not going to help you that much. Unless your opponent has a relic, because it doesn't say it has to be like your relic that it's rolling for. So maybe if you can pick up an opponent's relic, but nobody really runs those, they're all going to be resource dials. So 1 for just a regular team. But on the right team, like if you're running a resource at all, 5. But if you're not running if you're running a relic, he's 5 out of 5. If you're running a resource or nothing at all, he's a 1. That's all I have for you today. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe so that you can be one of the first to view my HeroClix videos as they become available. And also, please remember that it's only critical miss if you don't have probability control.